Dasadigam Bhaktavrinda Krishna Gopal Govinda Rama Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Nam 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Nam 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Nam 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Nam 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Nam 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Nam 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Nam 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Nam 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Nam 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Nam 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Nam 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Nam 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Nam 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Nam 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Nam 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Nam 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Nam 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Nam 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Nam 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Nam 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Nam 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Nam 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Nam 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Nam 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Nam 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Nam 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Nam 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Nam 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Nam 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Nam 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Nam 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama
Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Nam 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Nam 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Nam 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Vancha kalpatarubhyascha
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च
Rama Nam Nam Nam
पतितानां
Hare
पावनेभ्यो
Hare Krishna
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य श्रीला हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। Hare Krishna, this is Shama Supriya Devi Dasi from Houston, welcoming all the devotees to our Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. I sincerely ask for forgiveness for stopping your sincere and ecstatic chanting. Thank you so much for all the devotees for joining the call and giving your ecstatic association this morning. And I now request all the devotees, can we move ahead with our introductions, and can I know who are all joining this morning?
हरे कृष्ण श्याम सुप्रिया माता जी, दंडवत प्रणाम। श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय, गुरु महाराज की जय। प्रीतिदास फ्रॉम शार्लट। हरे कृष्णा।
Hare Krishna, Priti Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the sessions and giving your very sweet association each and every day, Mataji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्णा।
Hare Krishna, Sham Priya Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Virita Gandharvika Devi Dasi from Texas.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call and giving your very sweet association each and every day, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Neetu from Baltimore.
Hare Krishna, Neetu Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the calls and giving your very wonderful association this morning. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Are there anybody on the call who would like to introduce themselves?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Shyam Supremaji, Sukhakara Krishna Das from Chennai. All this to Prabhupada, all this to all the Guru Maharaj, all this to all the devotees of Bhakti Sangha. Thank you very much for allowing me to come and join the group. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Sukhakara Krishna Das Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. We are very eagerly and excited to hear your class, Prabhu. Just within a couple of minutes, we'll be done with the introduction and all call is yours, Prabhu. Thank you so much for giving your valuable time.
I'm a servant. I want to serve every one of you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Shri Guru and Gauranga and all the assembled devotees. Yashamati from Chicago.
Hare Krishna, Yashamati Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the calls and giving your very wonderful association this morning, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Mataji, my name is Anil Bhagwan. I am from Bahrain. And
He's my good friend.
Dandavat Pranam to everybody. My humble obeisances to all. And all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. We are eager to hear our beloved Sukhakara Krishna Das Prabhu's class now. And it's a wonderful forum. Thank you for allowing me to join. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.
A good friend joined for first day today. Anil Anand Bhagwan from Bhagwan.
Hare Krishna, Anil Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for all the way Bahrain joining on the call and giving your very wonderful association, Prabhu. We are very delighted to have you on this call, Prabhu. And please do join, Prabhu, regularly whenever possible. Thank you so much.
Hari Bol. Hari Bol.
What is your time, Prabhu, now?
The time here is 6 p.m.
Okay. Awesome.
Hari Bol.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. So glories to Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj and all the assembled Vaishnavas. This is Dasa Dasa.
Hare Krishna, Kirtida Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call and giving a very sweet association this morning. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Shyam Supriya Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Padmasakhi Devi Dasi from Florida.
Hare Krishna, Padmasakhi Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call and giving your very wonderful association. Hope you are safe, Mataji, yourself and your family. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Sam Supriya.
Hare Krishna, Sucharya Mataji. Hare Krishna, Sucharya Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call and giving a very sweet association this morning, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much. I'm just wondering, did anyone have trouble signing into Zoom because the link's not working anymore? And you have to type in the numbers to join the class. I'm just wondering if anyone else had that situation.
Mataji, link is working well. Mataji, I was supposed to call you. I forgot to call you. I will help you out, Mataji, today. Maybe you have to sign out the Zoom once and then sign in again. That will help you. Link is working for everyone, Mataji. After you asked me,
Okay.
checked it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
sorry
you very,
to
very
help you.
much.
Hari bol.
And I hope that Padma Saki is safe in Florida. Are you safe, Padma Saki?
Yes, Mataji, I think her internet is a little low. I don't know if she's able to hear. Yeah, she
Okay.
did not have
Thank
the proper internet, but she's safe. Yeah. Thank you,
Thank
Mataji,
you.
for your sweet
Hare,
love for everyone. Hari bol.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Mataji, Dhanva Pranam to you and all the assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Shri Guru and Gauranga. This is Raj from Canada. Hare Krishna, Sukhakara, Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Raj Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Raj Prabhuji, please accept my
Hare
humble
Krishna,
obeisances.
pranams.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for joining the call and giving a very wonderful association. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. This is Banbihani Devidasi from Toronto, Canada. Hare Krishna. Pranam to all.
Hare Krishna, Ban Biharni Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call and giving your association, a wonderful association. Hare Krishna.
She is a disciple of Radhanath Swami Maharaj and a very close family friend of ours.
Hare Krishna. Pranam.
Hare Krishna. I welcome all the devotees to our Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. And today is Srila Prabhupada's Lilamrta session. And today we are having the chapter summary of from Lilamrta, chapter 44. And before handing over the call to Prabhuji, I would like to read the quote for the day. September 30. The real preaching is selling books. You should know the tactic how to sell without irritating. What your lecture will do for 3 minutes, but if he reads one page, his life may be turned. Letter to Lilamrta, September 30, 1972. Jai. Jai. So today we are very fortunate to have with us His Grace Sukhakara Krishna Das Prabhuji with us on the call to give summary of Lilamrta chapter 44. Before handing over to Prabhuji, I would like to hand over the call to Priti Mataji for introduction about Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Priti Mataji, please take over the call.
Thank you so much, Supriya Mataji. And thanks to all the devotees for joining Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. I'm very, very happy to be introducing Sukhakara Krishna Prabhu to all of you. Of course, everybody knows him. And who doesn't know Sukhakara Krishna Prabhu's introduction? But I'm just going to repeat the introduction. Prabhuji was born in Kerala and he's currently residing in Chennai. Professionally, he's a chartered accountant and a cost management accountant. And he's held very honorable posts like the financial controller, CFO, and other posts in the different companies that he has worked. He has lived in the Middle East, in Muscat, in Sultan and Oman. He started a spiritual life in Mombasa, Kenya in 1989. And that is when he met His Holiness Gopalakrishna Goswami Maharaj for the first time. And then in his next assignment in Muscat, Oman, he met his Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. He received his first initiation from His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj in 1993 in Sharjah, UAE. And he and his wife, Sukha Saubhagya Devi Dasi, got initiated by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. And he started ISKCON Yatra, Shyamadesh Yatra in Sharjah in 1993 as per the order of the spiritual master. He got second initiation and Brahminical initiation right after that. And again, as per the order of his spiritual master, he started a new yatra in Ajman in 2000. And Srila Jayapataka Swami Maharaj named it as Srivas Angandesh. Till 2009, he was in Sharjah. And at that time, he recommended 2,000 devotees for initiation. So he brought 2,000 devotees to Krishna consciousness. And by Guru and Gauranga's mercy, he managed to learn 18 languages, of which 12 are Indian languages and 6 are foreign languages. So he can pretty much communicate in Hindi, Bengali, Tamil, Malayalam, Telugu, Kannada, Marathi, Gujarati, Odia, Assamese, Bhojpuri, Punjabi. And not just that, he can also communicate in many foreign languages. I mean, foreign to Indian, of course, like French, Sri Lankan, which is, I believe, Sinhalese, Bangladeshi, Swahili, and Kenya Raudan language. So he uses all these languages in preaching to different people from all over the world. And more than anything else, as you all know, he's a very popular participant of Bhakti Sangha Japa conference, the face that you see every day in the morning. So there is no single person who doesn't know Sukhakara Krishna Prabhu. And his objective is to do Jiva Daya by the way of selfless preaching all over the world for the pleasure of Sri Guru and Gauranga, and bring more and more devotees to the lotus feet of Sri Guru and Gauranga eternally. So we are very honored to have our very dear Sukhakara Krishna Prabhu with us. And Prabhuji, you can now take over the call. And we are very excited to hear the glories of Srila Prabhupada directly from Srila Prabhupada Lilamrta from you. So Prabhuji would be covering chapter number 44 today. So thank you so much, Prabhu. You can now take over the call. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Mataji. And I should thank all of you. Actually, Bhakti Sangha group is such a wonderful group. And I got so much addicted. I could not leave one day also when my mother was in hospital also. Somehow I was just trying to keep my mobile and sleeping, because this is the real addiction everybody should have, Bhakti Sangha. And you've got so many programs. I'm not able to cover all because of other obligations at home. But I thank, and I will try to serve all of you, because I saw this 44 chapter is very long, 144 pages, and it is part 1 and part 2. So I will do the best possible explanation in the best time. So thank you very much. So with all your permissions, I'm just starting. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. So first I would like to do the Jai Radha Madhav, and I want to sing one song for Srila Prabhupada. He likes it, Akroda Paramananda, because Nityananda Prabhu is very close to his heart. So that's why I'm going to sing that also. Can I start?
Yes, Prabhuji.
My god brother has joined from Sharjah, Radha Bhav Gaur Prabhu. So I'm very honored that he's joining. He's the Yatna leader now in Sharjah, Chamadesh. Thank you, Radha Prabhu. Thank you very much. Jai Radha Madhava Jai Bihari Gopi Janavallabha Givaradhari Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jai Radha Madhava Jai Bihari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Pranam Sankirtan ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai, Nitai Gaur Chitana. Akroda Parmanda, Nitya, can you just load it if possible?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Rameshwar Kanaya Prabhu, for joining. My another god brother has joined from Ajmer, Srila Sangadesh, and thank you so much. Thank you, Nitya. Akrodha Paramananda Nityananda Rai, Akarodha Paramananda, Nityananda Rai, Abhimana Shunya Nitai, Nagare Pedai, Abhimana Shunya Nitai, Nagare Pedai, Adhama Patita Jivir, Dware Dware Giya, Adhama Patibir, Dware Dware Giya, Harinama Maha Mantra Deno Belaiya, Harinama Maha Mantra Deno Belaiya, Jare Dekhe Tare Kohe, Date Trina Dhori, Jare Dekhe Tare Kohe, Date Trina Dhori, Amare Kiniya Loho, Bhaja Gaura Hari, Amare Kiniya Loho, Bhaja Gaura Hari, Ato Boli Nityananda, Bhume Godi Jai, Ato Boli Nityananda, Bhume Godi Jai, Sonara Parvato Jano, Dhulate Lotai, Sonara Parvato Jano, Dhulate Lotai, Ano Avatare Jat, Rutina Jonmilo, Ano Avatare Jat, Rutina Jonmilo, Lochan Bole Shi Papi, Eloar Gelo, Lochan Bole Shi Papi, Eloar Gelo, Akaroda Paramananda, Nityananda Rai, Abhimana Shunya Nitai, Nagare Bedai, Nityananda Rai Bolo, Nityananda Rai, Nityananda Rai Bolo, Nityananda Rai. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Mangalacharan. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Sapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Arjuna Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lita Shri Vishaka Vitam Sir He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpati Bhupesha Kanta Radha Kanta Namosade Saptakanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharni Nirvishesha Dhanyavadi Paschatya Desarni Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaurabha Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Vancha Kalpatarusya Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Mukam Karoti Vacharam Pangam Lange Deviram Entupatumam Deshi Gurum Dinataranam Ki Paramananda Madhum Ki Chaitanya Mecharam Hari Om Tatsat. So today we are going to do the 44th chapter of Lilamrta, Srila Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada is our eternal Shiksha Guru, eternal leader, because if Prabhupada was not there, Guru Maharaj has written one song, Jodi Prabhupada na huito, tabe ki huito. That song, if I sing, it will take time. But that song everybody should learn and sing because it says the importance of Srila Prabhupada. So before we start the 44th chapter, this chapter is mainly telling the importance of Vrindavan temple and Mayapur temple and Bombay Juhu temple. So Srila Prabhupada always wanted Vrindavan to be done immediately. we tried also for the Bombay temple. As you know, in the previous discussions, there were a lot of fighting with Mr. N, Mr. Nair from Mumbai. So then anybody fighting with a pure devotee, what will happen? They wanted to cheat Srila Prabhupada. He lost his life. Wife against other fight. Brought the gundas and all, but nothing. The other Rasbihari will not be the place. So Srila Prabhupada won. Again, there was problem for Mayapur also, but Mayapur also could be done. But today we will discuss about Vrindavan, how Srila Prabhupada wanted to do it in 1973. It didn't happen. 74 he tried. Again, there was Gurudas who could not do it. But 75 Ramanavami time he did it. So we will try to conclude those things. But before that, I want to tell 10 important points of Srila Prabhupada. Because Srila Prabhupada is always says, Avashya Rakshite Krishna Vishwas Palan. That we have to always have full faith, a true Vishwas that Krishna will never leave the devotees. Name Bhakta Punish. So, Chaitanya Prabhu wanted Chaitanya Prabhu quoted that Sarvatra Prachar Hobe Moronam, that he said that all over the world my name will be sung. So that he kept Srila Prabhupada in mind. He knew that my Senapati will come and he will definitely do it. So that is Srila Prabhupada. And this time in Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada's appearance day, one of the Maharaj was telling that seeing the success of Srila Prabhupada, actually, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, my Senapati, at that time, his Senapati was only Balram, Nityananda Prabhu. Because he is always the savior Bhagavan, he is always Sevak Bhagavan, like Lakshman, he helped Rama, and every time Balram will help Krishna. So Nityananda Prabhu helped. So he only meant Nityananda Prabhu will come. But then again, it was confirmed by Bhaktivinoda Thakur, that Senapati is coming. And then Srila Prabhupada has come. That's why he could go all over the world. He went to Kyrgyzstan, he went to Saudi Arabia, he went to all the places, China and Japan, where they eat what not they eat. They eat everything. The lizard and also in all those places, Srila Prabhupada, only one important point is purity is food. The purity got everything. So Srila Prabhupada proved whatever Mahaprabhu wanted. Sarvatra Prachar Hobe Maranam. Srila Prabhupada made it chant in every town and village. Grihe thako kone thako sada hari bole dhako. That Bhaktivinoda song also, Chaitanya told that also Srila Prabhupada, wherever you are, I will make you to become a devotee of Krishna. And Mahaprabhu said in Kali Yuga, Asura goes far away. And the Senapati Bhakta will reach all those places and bring the Asuras. See, when he went to America, all the hippies, they're like Asuras because they got all rich, they got money, everything. But they were running away from the material life. They wanted to get happiness and they didn't know what is happiness. They broke on all the meat eating, gambling, intoxication, everything they did. Still they were putting drugs to get more happiness. But Srila Prabhupada, as a Senapati of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he went and he brought them, they became Brahmanas. And Bhakti Devi cried to Narada Muni that the two sons are very weak and the two sons are Gyan and Vairagya. And Narada Muni just told her that you just chant Hare Krishna mantra to become okay. So she started chanting and they got their young body, both Gyan and Vairagya. So like that, Srila Prabhupada took Bhakti Devi to foreign country and made everybody Gyan and Vairagya, everybody got. You are in Bhakti Sangha in America, is doing so well. So I can see that the more chanting is happening more in outside India than in India. Russia is the highest now. So Srila Prabhupada is to cry and sweep in front of the Radha Damodar temple in the night. And he used to go and call Mora Rupa, Mora Sanatana. He used to just try to do Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami that how will I be able to fulfill the instruction of my Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Thakur, He has told me to go to the Paschal days, Western world. I don't know to talk the Western way of accent. I'm from Bengal. And how will I explain them? They're all breaking all the rules. So at the time, one day, Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami, they spoke to Srila Prabhupada. Don't worry. We are all coming with you. So all the six Goswamis, Bhakti Saraswati Thakur, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, everybody was there with Srila Prabhupada. Even when he got the heart attack on the Jaladut at the time also, all of them came and confirmed. So this is the fourth point. Then the fifth point, Srila Prabhupada went to Manhattan. So Manhattan he made as Namahatta, Srila Prabhupada. So he created a Namahatta in Manhattan. And one day Vrindavan Chandra, his son, he told to Srila Prabhupada when he was boarding the Jaladuta ship, he told that, Father, you don't go because you're so old. I miss you so much. I cannot live without you. He was crying. So Srila Prabhupada told him one thing. You are crying to me because I am a material father. But I don't want my material, spiritual father to cry. If I don't go, Bhaktivinoda Maharaj will cry forever. So he said, you don't worry. And he said, you are very old. What will happen? Don't worry. I am not this body. I am the soul. I will take care. So he boarded the ship and he went. Then he got 2 heart attacks also. But that he sang in that song, the whole Lilamrta is composed and the whole of Bhagavatam is there in that song. So then Srila Prabhupada, his son Vrindavan Chandra, one day what happened is, Radhanath Maharaj lost his mother. So he went with the sacred ashes from his mother. He wanted to put it in Ganga. So Vrindavan Chandra Prabhu went and told, I'm very sorry, your mother is like my mother and I feel bad. So Radhanath Maharaj said, my mother is like your mother, but your father is my father. He said, your material father is my spiritual father. So we can see Srila Prabhupada, how he played. And in those days, when Srila Prabhupada, at the age of 64, there was no internet, there was no WhatsApp, there was no Facebook, there was no Instagram, nothing, gadgets. But Srila Prabhupada is his harmonium and he had just Bhagavatam and that book, nothing. Just 40 rupees he went and he said, Krishna decides to give power. The holy name will become like 440 volts, 44,000 watts. So like that, Srila Prabhupada had so much faith in Krishna that Mother Earth produced 4,400 watts power because the pure devotee touches America, it became so much powerful. And then finally, Srila Prabhupada had fascination for Krishna Lila and everything and never touched anywhere in the world. So Srila Prabhupada's book created. So Srila Prabhupada's book created the revolution. Now, all over the world, they know about Krishna Lila only because Srila Prabhupada wrote. And when he was in Krishna Loka, Krishna said, you go and preach. He said, I don't want to go to the material world. I don't want to go. Then Krishna said, don't worry. I am going to take care of you. Go. I'll give you all facilities. That's why when Srila Prabhupada came, initially suffered. But once he went to USA, he had the best of the best airlines. He had the best Rolls Royce car. You've seen today's chapters. Everything best. So, Srila Prabhupada did 3 things finally. Once he started the ISKCON movement, with the Vaman, three steps he took. The first step, he kicked the atheism. He brought that Krishna is there and the Supreme Lord is a person. He made atheism into theism. Second step, what he did was, he kicked the impersonalism, Shunyavadi, everything, and he told Ishvara Parama Krishna, Satchidananda Vigrahana, the Sarva Karana Karana, that Krishna is there and he's everything, is the cause of all. The third step he showed that instead of getting afraid of God, don't be fearful of God. You start loving God by Chaitanya Charitamrita. So these 3 things he did, and he told Bhagavad Gita is going to show how to live the life. Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, and Bhakti Yoga. And Bhagavatam is showing from all the devotees, great devotees, how to live the life, how to remember Antakale Chamanova, that we should. And in the Srimad Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is showing how to love God. So live, and love. These are the two. Thank you. Now I'll start with our Lilamrta. Okay. So as we see the Lilamrta, it starts. Srila Prabhupada Lilamrta, you can read as many number of times. Every time you will find as when you read Bhagavad Gita, it will give new ideas. Lilamrta also is actually a Vaikuntha Vaisi. He is not from material world. He is a Shaktavesh avatar. So he made so many temples in US, UK, Germany, everywhere. But he wanted some good temples in India. So 3 temples he had in mind. One was in Vrindavan, second was in Mayapur, and the third was in Bombay. And Vrindavan, he always, Srila Prabhupada says that it is my place of residence. I want to live and I want to leave. That's why he went back from there only. So that is the place of residence, Radha Damodar temple. And Mayapur, you see that this is my Guru Maharaj place. All the 6 Goswamis are there, the Samadhis are there. So this is the place of worship, Radha Madhav. And Bombay, Srila Prabhupada, excuse me, he says that this is a place of work. That means office. Because he found Bombay is the most business place, business city where he knew all of lawyers. And any problem of any temple, he will discuss only in Bombay. So like that, he decided the 3 temples. Now, today when we start the beginning of the 44th chapter, actually he is going to the Europe side. So he is going to Rome and Geneva. From there he starts. So the Europe trip, actually it started when he went to Rome. I'm just cutting short because there is so much. That place was very noisy. So one of his disciples said, I'm very sorry, Srila Prabhupada, this is a very, very noisy place. Srila Prabhupada said, noise is good. This very busy place means you can preach more and you can sell more books, you get more devotees. So devotees will always see the good side of everything, never bad side. And then he went to Rome, Geneva, Italy, Switzerland, they're all nearby countries, Europe. So around 1,000 people came for one of his programs, and they were all followers of Pope. So, and Srila Prabhupada was talking that by the blessing of Pope, we're all here. So Srila Prabhupada knows how to market the things. Actually, my Guru Maharaj also told me to learn all languages because he says that only if you talk to the language, then only you will be able to become friends of them. Suppose when the Gujarati Mataji, I came to Sukhakara and I met Modi ji, Parpani Saruche, Anand Mangal Jashikita. So he became very cool. Gujarati Avdeche. So I said, Gujarati Avdeche. Then he said, which place you are? I said, Surat to Manas. Then he said, very good. So Tamaru Naam Subramaniam Che. I said, Modi ji, now marry Tamil name change. So this is not for cheating. It is ena prakarana mana Krishna. So he said he will do 1 round chanting. So now Nitin Gadkari Prabhu is chanting 4 rounds. The whole family is chanting. Modi ji is chanting 1 round. Now our emphasis is that all the people of Modi should chant 1 round every day in the morning before they start the governmental work. So it become Krishna conscious. So Srila Prabhupada wanted all of us to somehow go and get it done. And so like that, you go to Telugu, you go to Kannada, all languages will really help. So that this is not, I'm trying to praise myself. When I go to one Kannada house, I say, Samatara, Chanagadra, Banni, Kutpoli, then just sing. I learned around 14 years in Carnatic music. So, Krishna ni Vedani Baro. So when they know that it's in Kannada, then once you give what they want, like you give the child a chocolate, and then you will eat rice. But initially you want chocolate. So like that, impress. Go to a Telugu person. Yentaro mataru bahu antariki baldanamu yentaro ma. So this is a Tyagaraja Swami song on Ramachandra. So they will get it. Go to a Bengali. Dayal nitai chaitanya bole nache amar mon Very happy. So you should give what they want. Guru Madali's house. Sukhakara yulla sagimarum tanum pasukale michunanatu. Very happy. Guru had been somewhere see. Guru Maharaj knows first time. Jai Dev, Jai Mangala Murti, Darshan Mate Man Kamana Puti. So, Kasakai Bara, Mumbai Chamana say Jai Maharashtra. Please, they are very happy. They don't want you to talk more, just little. So Guru Maharaj said, learn more languages so that it will help to get people. See, he told, get 5,000. It is not whose disciple. It can be Radhanath Maharaj disciple. It can be Gopal. Everybody is Prabhupada's grandson. The intention is that we must increase the Jeev Daya with more and more people at large. Because in US, you've got very good opportunity because so many people are there. And your Sangha is so good, well, you can really multiply. We will discuss more plans to how to expand. So when he went to the Rome, Geneva, and then the meeting, and there was a meeting for the Pope to be arranged by Srila Prabhupada with the Prabhupada, but Pope fell sick. So that meeting happened. And then he had a meeting with the Cardinal head of Geneva. And in Geneva, Italy, Switzerland are wonderful place. There's always enthusiastic gathering in all these European countries. Snow-covered Alps. Alps are very, very dangerous. This spot. Srila Prabhupada remarked that many planes come and crash because what happens? There's a very high place and the ice comes covered. So the plane doesn't know that there's an Alp is there. So like that. Then there was a meeting conducted by Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada disciples are fantastic. They conducted a meeting for Srila Prabhupada with Geneva mayor. He invited Srila Prabhupada and the grand manner. There was one question. He asked Srila Prabhupada, if everyone becomes a monk like you, what would happen to the economy? Economy is threatened. So Srila Prabhupada said, nothing to worry, because everybody cannot become monk. Even if you try, it cannot become. So that is, the Supreme Lord will take care. He just equated, he said, in the current days, people are all connecting with only with money. They think living is money, money is living. But there's something more than money, because dharma, artha, kama, moksha. If you have dharma, people think by doing some puja, you'll get money. And with that money, kama, enjoy. And then you want to moksha when you're over life. So it doesn't happen that way. So the dharma, what you think, dharma, artha, kama, moksha is all pious activities. As per the Vedas, if you go, you'll be always remaining here. You'll never go back to God. So that dharma, what they're telling is actually adharma. Krishna tells the real dharma is Jiver Sharup Nitya Krishna Das. That we have to keep serving Krishna. We have to serve the Supreme Lord. We have to serve Guru Maharaj. We have to serve all the other Guru Maharaj. Because if Jayapataka Maharaj is my Guru, then Gopal Krishna Maharaj is my Jetu. He is my father's elder brother, and Radhanath Maharaj is my Chacha. So all the Chachas, Mamas, all of them, they keep serving everybody. Everybody has got ropes, all the 11 GBCs, they're all glittering different stones. So everybody has got a special point. Take thing and then go and help others. We should take and give. Each one teach one. So then Srila Prabhupada remarked to the mayor that nothing to worry, all will not become monks, and the economy will be taken care. And he was emphasizing that the materialistic approach in Kali Yuga is the most dangerous. Everybody is materialist. Everybody is trying to make more money. One house, one in Canada, one in Mumbai, one in Delhi. What will happen when the last breath stops? Nishwas is Vishwas. Then it will stop. Abrupt ending. At the time, since they got attachment, we'll be stuck here. So that's why we should always know that our mind is always building up big things. But we should know that nothing will be with us. When we are dying, if you are worried, oh, I will die, I want this body. So Krishna will say, oh, this dress become old. I'll give you a new dress. So we should not be bothered. When we are dying, we should be thinking of Krishna. How to think of Krishna? Because Arjuna was asking Krishna, then how do I remember? Because when you're talking about Bhagavad Gita, my mind is running. I can stop with the Gandiva, even the biggest thunder also I can stop. But mind I cannot stop. Krishna told Abhyas, Abhyas. what we are doing every day, chanting in the morning, every day you are all chanting. By practice, when you chant, then Vairagya will automatically come, then Jnana will come, then application will come, then Bhakti will come. So like that, the mayor meeting was fantastic. He made him understand. And then Prabhupada told that Annad Bhavanti Bhutani, that means when we do in Kali Yuga, the Sankirtana is the yajna. Because we cannot do other yajna. To do proper yajna, we need a good pujari. Nowadays, pujaris are doing pan and cigarette, and then they're doing the yajna. It's not good. And the pronunciation should be proper. That also people don't know. And the Anna also, whatever the Dana Dhani are giving, it should be very, very pure. But now everything is contaminated now. So we cannot do any other yajna. We have to do only Sankirtan yajna. So when you do yajna, the rain comes. When the rain comes, the Dana Dhanya grows. When it grows, you offer to Krishna, Bhoga, it becomes Prasadam. So like that only the economy should. So he said, we all should do Goraksha, and we all should do farming, Vanija. So by Sankirtan Yajna only, everything will be best. Then Srila Prabhupada, Mayor asked that if you devotees are, that you are all beggars, like that he commented. So Srila Prabhupada said, we are not beggars. I have not come here to take anything from you. I have come here to give what? I have come here to give the spiritual knowledge. You took everything from India, but you forgot it in spiritual knowledge. So Srila Prabhupada wanted to tell that nobody is beggar. And after the class is over, Srila Prabhupada is telling us beggars. Now we all came, we gave the class. I gave the Bhagavad Gita book to him. So I gave it free. He didn't give me anything. So who is beggar? So Srila Prabhupada really is so great that if he was not there, we would have never been sitting in this Sadhu Sangha and all and Japa Sangha and all. So Prabhupada, we should never forget. 24/7, we should be able to remember Prabhupada. Now coming to on June 1974, Karandara was one of his disciples who had left ISKCON. What has happened is, he was a very great devotee, disciple of Srila Prabhupada. He has collected a lot of funds from Indo-Japan and Nippon Company and all. And he has done the best book selling in USA. So what has happened is, he told Srila Prabhupada that I am not to follow the 4 regulated principles. Meat eating, gambling, intoxication, illicit sex. So he fell somewhere and he left out of ISKCON. So Srila Prabhupada was feeling sad because after all, when we get initiated, we are becoming their children. So the father will be sad. After some time, when Srila Prabhupada was in Geneva, he just told that, I want to meet you, Guru Maharaj, I want to talk to you. He said, come. He came and told, I'm very sorry. I broke the regulated principles, but now I want to come back. I'm following all the rules and regulations. I'm chanting also. Srila Prabhupada said, oh, my dear son, you are the lost son. I got back my son. So he hugged him and he said, I give you a very good job, because he was a person who has always worked in all multinational companies. So he doesn't want to work as a clerk or pujari and all. So he said, you take care of the GBC. Whole India, the GBC, they will report to you. Vrindavan temple, Bombay temple, Mayapur temple, Hyderabad temple, all the people will report to you. So he took the position and he told everybody, Vrindavan and Bombay, everybody, please give full cooperation to Karandara Prabhu. Karandara Das is a very good devotee and very good administrative person. So he took the post, he came to India, he tried his best. Then Srila Prabhupada told that you may not like, but the fact of the matter is that if you break the laws, you will be punished. In one of the assemblies of the French people, he told, and in most cases, out of 1,500 people who have attended, most of them are students. The students are really radical in nature. See, sometimes the students, they give full support. They join immediately. But sometimes something they don't like. If one gets damaged, the whole team gets damaged. So when Srila Prabhupada told that you are cheating the government, you may not like, but the fact is that If you break the laws of the government will punish you. So they had a hatred of government because they were having the French Revolution. We were studying in history. So they had a hatred of the government. So when Srila Prabhupada told about government, everybody got annoyed, and they started telling in French that moved on, partare, partare, like that they shouted. And then Prabhupada had his disciple Jyotirmai Mataji, he told, what are they shouting? So Mataji said, they're telling partare means you just get down from the asana. That means they wanted to say that you're talking so many things which hurts us to get punished by the government. The government has already done so much of bad things, and we're having a revolution with French Revolution, and you're talking like this. So Srila Prabhupada immediately told that I don't mind sitting in the floor and talking, but I am sitting here because my disciples have honored me, they've given me this seat. And Srila Prabhupada explained that if you try to understand the scientific truth of spirituality, if you know that we are body, we are not body, we are soul, and if you know we are connected to the Supreme Lord, our duty is to serve the Lord, our duty is to be selfless, our duty is to be samabhav. Like that, if you know this, you can also become a preacher. Then your disciples give you a very good high seat, and they will come and pay obeisances. Why they got annoyed? They were envious of Srila Prabhupada. That why everybody is coming and paying obeisances. And Srila Prabhupada said that you don't worry. When Prabhupada said you also can become a guru, they silence. And then Prabhupada's disciple make them happy. And whenever argument comes, Srila Prabhupada says, Kirtan, Kirtan. And they will sing good Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. What you can do is, some tunes I will give, very good tunes. So you can start listening, and when you like the tune, even when I am doing something else, this tune keeps on going, Hare Krishna, this tune will go on. So you will be chanting, though you are not having the beat, but the Mahamantra is going in your tongue. So this you can try. I'll give you some very, very good tips. Tune of the week. Every week one good tune. And try to imbibe one tune will catch you. So Srila Prabhupada told that in the next meeting, don't arrange big Vyasasana. I'll just put in a small cushion, you put everything there. And Srila Prabhupada told that don't call so many people. Call small group of 100, 50, 200, and call only people who are interested in knowing about spirituality. And then Srila Prabhupada wanted to bring some rules. Then from there he went to Germany. And Germany also had very successful time. And when he went to Germany, he could hear some Mridanga happening. He said, I'm feeling so blissful that this is just like Mayapur. Somebody is playing Mridanga in Germany. So Srila Prabhupada was very happy. And two of his, so one of the two disciples of him, their father was very much against Krishna consciousness. So he came and asked Srila Prabhupada, how can a fish in the Nile River come to Germany and swim? What he meant was that you are all from India, and how you can come and preach to Germany people? How will you convince? Srila Prabhupada said, I can come with patch, shirt and coat. Nothing wrong. But we are not the body. So he didn't understand. So Srila Prabhupada replied that easily one can preach in any place with pant, shirt and tie. And then there was another example Srila Prabhupada said, when somebody is flying a kite in the terrace and there is no barricade, he's in the very corner. If he comes back, he will fall down. Somebody from the floor is telling, hey, please take care. You're flying kite and you're on the side. He gets very annoyed. You're telling danger? He told there's danger and he's getting annoyed by hearing the word danger. So this is how in the spiritual life, sometimes somebody tells, they say that you're going to get stuck up more and more in the material world, but you get annoyed. So should we understand when somebody says there's some meaning in it? So association is very important. So one person asked Srila Prabhupada, he's chanting hypnosis. Srila Prabhupada said, chanting is not hypnosis. Golo kero premo dhano Korinamo sankirtano Ratina janmilo kano. In the song, Srila Prabhupada says that this is not hypnosis. This Mahamantra has come from Golok Vrindavan. So, Rutina Janmilo Kanata, that somebody who doesn't get a taste is like you are taking poison. If you're not chanting, means you're taking poison. If you're taking chanting, means you're taking Amrita. Amrita will make you alive. No, will go back to God. So, like that, he told it's not hypnosis. Chanting is a purification process for anybody in the material world. Anybody want to get purified, they are hearing every day Ajamila. One holy name got saved. So the holy name is kept on. We have to keep on chanting. Some good tune, put it in the head. Keep on singing, keep on singing, keep on singing. While sleeping also you'll sing. Some asked Srila Prabhupada, you're always traveling in Rolls Royce. Why you're so? You're a monk. He told Jesus Christ, if somebody beats him on the right cheek, he'll show the left cheek. Srila Prabhupada said, it is not that I am demanding Rolls Royce. The devotees, my disciples, they got Rolls Royce, they're bringing it. So they're using it for the service. That's why he told, you should not talk like that. So, like that, Srila Prabhupada just knocked my door. So, Srila Prabhupada told that this is not hypnosis, this is a purification process. Somebody asked Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada told his disciples that Krishna told me to come to this material world for preaching, but I said, Krishna, I'm very, very afraid to go to the material world. I don't want to go. I want to be here. He said, no, you go. You just write books and come back. Your books will remain for 10,000 years. And in 10,000 years, the golden age of Kali, all the people will go back to God. Like that, he praised him. And then Srila Prabhupada, and he told, don't worry. I will make all arrangements for you to have a very royal life. So Srila Prabhupada never asked, but Krishna said, you go. That's why he said all Rolls Royce and all big Mercedes Benz, all the disciples come and they take such a good care. And there was a Rath Yatra happening in Germany. And what happened? There was some fire in the 3rd floor and some Matajis, they got strangled. They have to jump from the 3rd floor, otherwise the whole building is burning. So the devotees, they had the canopies. The canopies made for the Jagannath Rath Yatra, Jagannath Baladev Subhadra. So they said, you jump. Devotees were holding, all the 5 Matajis jumped and got saved. So Srila Prabhupada said, Krishna is doing publicity by this. The next day in the newspaper, big news came. Hare Krishna, devotees saved 5 women in Rath Yatra. So Srila Prabhupada says that in aircraft also, the news came everywhere, that the pictures came, that these people saved, and this association is great. And then Melbourne also, the Rath Yatra, everywhere it is the Hare Krishna name is becoming big. Some people may also just mock Hare Krishna. Oh, Hare Krishna wale, Hare Krishna wale. So, even if you are mocking also, it is going to get credit point only. It's all divya. And in the Rath Yatra, the Chaitanya was 14 feet high. So after those people insulted Srila Prabhupada said, I don't want to sit on the Vyasasana. He just danced with the devotees. So he didn't get up into the Ratha. 2 days later, after that, he went to San Francisco. And San Francisco, Srila Prabhupada had made the first Rath Yatra. And this was the 8th Rath Yatra. And Srila Prabhupada in 10 years has already gone 8 times. And in the future chapters, you'll find in the whole 12 years of Srila Prabhupada in ISKCON, 14 times he went all over the globe. So Srila Prabhupada told the whole world is materialistic.
Hare Krishna. It's stuck to everybody or me only?
Yes, Mataji. Yes. Yes. Video is stuck. They cannot hear.
Oh, he's speaking, but he's speaking on mute. Prabhuji, 1 second. You have to unmute. Yeah.
Sorry. So this connection went off suddenly. That's why I went and came back. Sorry. So in the newspaper, the headings are coming like this. Divine Grace comes, Roll Singh. Rolls Royce, they're putting Roll Singh. And the next newspaper, it comes in Australia. 60 young Hare Krishna devotees yesterday welcomed their earthly leader to city with obeisance. Earthly leader. So like that, all Prabhupada's name was coming all over the world. And another newspaper, they're telling His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivinoda Swami, Prabhupada, founder of Hare Krishna movement, is here to save us from the dog's life. Srila Prabhupada doesn't get afraid. If we are not living in the four principles, we are like dogs. So unless we cultivate some spiritual knowledge, His Divine Grace says that we are left with only dog's mentality. Then another paper says, Ratha Yatra, extraordinary incident, front page in the Herald. Krishna Sept uses canopy to save 5 women from blazing fire from 3-story building. So Srila Prabhupada says, see whether Hare Krishna has come, Hare Krishna is telling somehow everybody should read the Hare Krishna once. Then the another article says, from accompanied by 2 large pictures showing Hare Krishnas holding the large canvas canopy. And another paper says, although the news media was unable to understand the disciples' love for Srila Prabhupada, the rescue was something everyone could relate to, wrote columnist in the Australian newspaper. And another one read, chariot stopped the Swami. The rescue was doubly impressive. Was the use of the holy rug they call, not ordinary bedsheet of the bedroom. You see, the Swami is not one of the ordinary Swamis. He is the founder of Hare Krishnas and the group containing the Lord of the Universe. They call Prabhupada the Lord of the Universe. The incident proved good publicity to ISKCON, Srila Prabhupada says. And in the next festival also, this name was coming. Oh, ISKCON, they saved 5 people. So, because the pure devotee, along with Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra, and Gauranga Mahaprabhu, and Prabhupada, the pure devotee, he is the Shaktavish avatar. So this is the power. The student is asking Srila Prabhupada, do you know Jesus Christ? Yes, I know. He asked, and the student asked, is ISKCON from USA? He said, no. That Madhudisa Swami said, I will answer the question. This is not from USA. The Jaladut, the ticket, Sumati Murarji gave it for USA. That's why he came to USA. But if the ticket was for Australia, he would have made Australia the first place to preach. He came from India, he got the ticket and did. So they thought that he's from USA and there's the CIA agents like that and all, they were doubting. So like that, Srila Prabhupada answered all the questions. Then they asked, is Jesus Christ your father? So Srila Prabhupada said, no, he's my, I am his servant. I am his servant. He's my spiritual master. Then he said, Jesus Christ is coming now. Krishna is not coming. He said, if Jesus Christ comes, we will definitely invite him. We will welcome him. But he said, you are not a Christian. He said, can you get the power of Jesus? Prabhupada said, no, I am just a servant of Jesus. So he said, I am like Jesus. I got the power of Jesus. Because he said, I am a Christian. Prabhupada said, I am a Christian. Christian and Christian. Krishna conscious versus Christianity. That book also came. So Srila Prabhupada gave the answer immediately. Went to Melbourne, from Melbourne he went to Chicago, then he went to Hawaii, then San Francisco again for the 8th Rathayatra. Then Srila Prabhupada told, as per Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Bharat Bhumite Janma Holo Jar, Manish Janma Jara, Jeevan Sarthak Koro Kori Paropakar. That means whoever takes birth in Bharatvarsha, you have to make your life perfect by preaching to the whole world. Give there. So anyone taking birth in India or Bharatvarsha has taken birth as a human being in Bharatvarsha, then should understand Krishna conscious movement and spread it all over the world. The Krishna conscious movement will be known from India. It's from India. So Srila Prabhupada told it is open to everyone who will simply chant the Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada says, I may die anytime, but you're all young boys. So please take it, please spread it. I'm giving you this knowledge. Like that, Srila Prabhupada used to encourage. So then Srila Prabhupada, the Karandara Prabhu, he came and Srila Prabhupada just, can we start the Krishna Balaram temple now? Then only Gurudasa said, yes, you come, we'll do it. But Karandara Prabhu said, no, I think it cannot be done this year. Then Srila Prabhupada came and around 25 devotees all over the world, they came and they invited Srila Prabhupada inside. And then Srila Prabhupada said, I want to see whether we can do this program this year. But when he went and saw, nothing has been done. Everything is half done. So Srila Prabhupada really got worried. Now how we will do this Janmashtami this year? So then Surabhi Prabhu he called. He said, Srila Prabhupada, now it cannot be done. And he really got annoyed with Gurudasa. Because Gurudasa should have told Srila Prabhupada that now this year we cannot do. Srila Prabhupada said, I invited all the people, all my godbrothers, all my disciples. Half of them have already come. 25 people have come. Why you are not truthful? Then Srila Prabhupada saw the accounts and all. He could see that he had gone to Jaipur in one restaurant and he had spent so much money in the hotel. He said, why did you spend so much money? He said, this money belongs to Krishna. Is anybody giving donation? That money is Krishna's money. We are not supposed to use it for our purpose. Then Gurudasa and his wife, they were very afraid. They don't know what to do. Gurudasa went out in his room and he was crying. And then Srila Prabhupada said, Harikesh Maharaj has come from Japan. Maybe we'll appoint him as the president. He told Gurudas, you take care of the hotel. You can take care of the room, all those guest house. But guest house also was not built. So Srila Prabhupada was very upset. But Prabhupada will never throw away any of his disciples. The only thing, he is not able to do what his Guru Maharaj wanted. He is waiting for the Vrindavan to start so that everybody can come everywhere and they can do Vrindavan Parikrama. For that only Prabhupada was very sad. And he called Surabhi. What is the problem? He said there is problem of cement. He said cement, now at that time the cement was like a quota system. Like gold only, they won't get all cement at any time. So Srila Prabhupada said, go to Mathura. So many devotees went to Mathura and tried to get the cement, but they got 20 bags of cement. They got the cement, they started building. Within 4 days, the whole construction fell down. That means These are all mixed cement, not good cement. Then Srila Prabhupada did some connections with some Marwadis. He got some cement and they took the cements, 300 bags, like gold. The Prabhupada said, you have to keep proper account. Don't waste it because we have to finish the building. Because now already Janmashtami they cannot do. Then Srila Prabhupada said, can we do for Diwali? No, he said, no, not possible. Then he said, can we do for Bhakti Thakur's appearance day, December? No, not possible. He said, can we do for Ramanavami? Then Surabhi Prabhu said, if we get cement, we can do in 3 months. So then Prabhupada got the cement, they started building. Then Srila Prabhupada said, I'm again going for a foreign tour. I had to go because my disciple has called me. So he is going for the foreign tour. By the time, Surabhi Prabhu is very, very seriously doing it. And Srila Prabhupada is looking forward that the next Ramanavami he must come and do it. So when he went back, again he went for the tour, except South America, he covered. So every time Srila Prabhupada, he goes for a round trip, whole world round trip. So he always goes to America, Los Angeles. These are all the places he goes regularly because there are a lot of disciples. And Tamal Krishna Maharaj, actually he was in charge of GBC of India and he was singer of Vrindavan. But April 1974, he had some urgent assignment for preaching in USA, so he left. So when he left, Gurudas Prabhu was not so strong, so he could not get the work done. Srila Prabhupada said, you don't know how to get the work done. You have to make it work, make it happen. Then he asked Yamuna Mata, you tell me whether it's possible. Yamuna Mata said, I am not qualified to tell, but I know for sure that this time is not possible. Then Prabhupada said, we'll do for next Janmashtami. He was mocking. He was very upset. Then Srila Prabhupada fell sick. He was sick and he is not eating, sleeping, and 105-degree temperature. Then he said, give me some grapes. He was taking only grapes and that's all, and water. And Srila Prabhupada said that my father also, like in the end of the time, he was taking grapes and water and then he died. Then all the disciples, they started worrying what to do. Prabhupada is what to do. Then Srila Prabhupada said, these are all happening because all my senior disciples, they are not following the regulations properly. They are not getting up in the morning for Mangalarti at 4 o'clock. They are not reading Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, all these things. Because of that, I am getting a disease. He told, as per Jiva Goswami has clearly threatened that nobody should take initiation like that because we affect the Guru Maharaj. So he said, what to do? I got 10,000 disciples because if I don't initiate, how will the work happen? So I had to suffer. Then he was having so much fever. Harikesh Maharaj went outside the room and he was singing Harikesh Mahamantra. And when he sang, and that tune which he sang, it was very wonderful. Just 1 minute. This tune, if you pick up, no, then really you can get so much peace of mind.
I think again Prabhuji got disconnected. We'll be waiting for him. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, you are singing, but we cannot hear. You're on mute. Can you please unmute yourself?
Sorry, my line is some problem. Though, sorry. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hari, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hari. Hare Krishna. This tune I will send you. All of you put it in the home. If you put it for 2 days, you will get it. This tune. This tune actually Amrendra Prabhu also sung with the harmonium and all. So like this 2-3 tunes you keep it. Then whole day you can keep remembering Mahamantra. You will never forget. So then Surabhi Prabhu said, I will take care. I will do this in 3 months. Cement came and cement was like gold. They were taking very, very good care. Srila Prabhupada went to the foreign tour. He came back and he found cement is ready. And he found all the things are already built up. He was see. And then they were all telling, one of the disciples told, Surabhi is fantastic. He said, I cannot tell. Why? He said, a spiritual master should only criticize. Because if you tell good, then he will not perform. So he said, you understand what I mean. So actually, Srila Prabhupada liked it. He was so happy. And he was done so over the tiles. Everything was marble. It was like a Golok of Vaikuntha. All the domes and tamal. Somebody said to you, cut the tamal tree. He said, tamal tree should not cut. There's only 3 tamal trees in Vrindavan. One is in Seva Kunj, where Radharani and Krishna are coming every day. One is with Srimati Radharani's place. And the third one is in our Krishna Balram temple. And Krishna Balram temple is the Raman Reti, where Krishna and Balram have played in the younger age. And the sand is so soft. Those days it was like a forest. But after Prabhupada came, he made it like a real Vaikuntha. And this is the biggest temple in Vrindavan. Size-wise, everything. Number of people coming. So Srila Prabhupada was very, very upset that he was very happy that now it is happening. So Srila Prabhupada now called all the people for the ceremony. And during Ramanami, what happens? People come to Mayapur, they come to Vrindavan. So Prabhupada called them to Vrindavan. They had fantastic program. I'm cutting short. I'm already, time is up. So after that, Srila Prabhupada is also telling that I want to see that Bombay is done. Because Bombay is the pet child for Krishna, Srila Prabhupada. He goes to temple and says only 1 week, 2 weeks, maximum 1 month. But with Giriraj Maharaj, he stayed for 3 months. After fighting with Nair and somewhere in Bombay also, there was some NOC to be get to make the building. There was a lot of fight. The people are staying there. And Prabhupada disciples, European, they were staying in the Jhopadpatti. They were staying there. But then Srila Prabhupada said, they got this land. So we don't have place there. So he told second story. So he allowed the devotees to stay up. Like that, you will see the next 45 and all, Jew also will come. And Mayapur also Srila Prabhupada loves because Bhakti Thakur, all the Thakur, everybody is there. So I will just read now the importance of these 3 temples. Why Vrindavan is very important. Vrindavana is the home of Krishna consciousness, home of Srila Prabhupada. Vrindavana is, because we say that this is the Vas, Radharani's place is the Nivas. So Vrindavana is the place of Krishna's childhood past. That's why he told that this is his name. Vrindavana is the place of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and 6 Goswamis. They excavated all the places lost. All the holy places, they got it back, returned. And all the Leelas were written there. And any devotee will feel at home at Vrindavan. Thousands of Vrindavan residents carried bead bags, chanting Tilaka. There are a lot of ISKCON devotees, they settled in Vrindavan. Vrindavana is the longest Radha Krishna, even for Mother Yashoda, because Vrindavan is the anybody actually that is equal to Goloka and this Vrindavan. This is called Bhuma Vrindavan. So anybody dying in Vrindavan, they will go back to Godhead. And Vrindavan and Mayapur are non-different. This is Krishna, they Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Vrindavan is only revealed for truly a pure devotee. Otherwise, you will see as a normal place only. Vrindavan is eternal residence of all the spiritual souls. And their eternal relationship with Krishna builds up in Vrindavan. Vrindavan is in India, it is called Bombay Vrindavan, is a transcendental replica of the Golok Vrindavan, eternal planet where Radha Krishna resides, the spiritual world. Srila Prabhupada taught us properly living in Vrindavan as ordered by the entrance of Goloka. Once you go and live in Vrindavan, your Goloka door is open. The pure devotees aspire to attain the Golok Vrindavana after finishing their life in this world. And Prabhupada, therefore, as a pure devotee of Krishna, naturally felt at home in Vrindavana. He sometimes said that if he were to become very ill, he would prefer not to go to hospital, but simply to go to Vrindavana and there pass his last days. He did like that, he left his body. Until the last moment, he was giving lectures in Bhagavatam. If you see the video, to spread the glories of Vrindavana, Prabhupada had left Vrindavan, but like a traveler away from the home, he always thought to return as soon as possible. So 2 rooms were left in Radha Damodar temple for Prabhupada to come anytime. So finally, Srila Prabhupada said, as Nityananda Prabhu, Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj, Gaur Nitai, this is my place of residence. Like that for Mayapur, Srila Prabhupada told, Mayapur could also be considered as Prabhupada's worship place, place of worship, because his spiritual master, Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur, had preached extensively there, and because his Samadhi, Guru Maharaj's Samadhi was in Mayapur, that is the worshipable place. Since Srila Prabhupada's entire preaching mission was in the service of spiritual master, he worshipped the spiritual master through preaching in Mayapur. Mayapur was the origin and symbol of preaching Krishna consciousness, because their Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda actually began the Sankirtana movement that Prabhupada was now carrying all over the world. Nityananda Prabhu took care of Bengal, Mahaprabhu took care of South India, he went to. And base for ISKCON starts in Mayapur. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to preach Sankirtana movement, love of Krishna consciousness throughout the entire world, and therefore during his presence, he inspired Sankirtana movement. Specifically, he sent Rupa Goswami to Vrindavana and Nityananda Prabhu to Bengal, and personally went to South India. In this way, kindly left the places for 3 different places, and he left the rest of the world for Srila Prabhupada to do. So why Vrindavana is the precedent that already we have seen. And now why Bombay? Bombay is the biggest commercial city in India. Prabhupada's business place was pure devotional service to Krishna through working. He showed that by working also you can please Krishna. And Bombay, he dealt more with the managerial aspects of Krishna consciousness, administration, personal, financial. He had incorporated ISKCON in India with a main branch in Bombay. All other branches of ISKCON in India, therefore, were legally part of Bombay. Bombay was the headquarters for India. In Bombay, Prabhupada had cultivated more lawyers and businessmen as the life members and earned more friends in his society than in any other city in India. So whenever he was in Bombay, he often sought legal advice, not just about Bombay, but for all other centers. Since Bombay was a modern city with professional and office facilities on a level with many Western cities, Prabhupada wanted to locate Indian division in the book trust, therefore, for printing Hindi translations of his books as well as English versions for Indian market. Bombay, unlike Vrindavana and Mayapur, was not a dhama, but a bustling place, wealthy city. Although ISKCON's biggest donors lived in Bombay, Srila Prabhupada demeanor was entirely transcendental in Bombay, and his activities were often same as anywhere else. He treated Bombay as Vrindavan and Mayapur only. Bhagavad Gita was worshipping the deities. So Mayapur said, as I worship the supremacy of Godhead, Prabhupada concerned the temple, Mayapur would be the grandest of all the temple, and TOVP is going to come next year. Thank you. Sorry for the delay, Mataji and Prabhus. I went 15 minutes ahead. Sorry, I could do whatever best possible. I left something, please excuse me. Hare Krishna.
Jai, Jai. Very, very wonderful, Prabhu. Thank you so much for giving your very valuable time and giving the whole summary and between your bhajans, singing so beautiful, Prabhu. The flow went very smoothly. Thank you so much, Prabhu, once again. Hare Krishna. And your command on all our South Indian language is very, very nice, Prabhu. We are really connected to you. Hare Krishna.
I always feel happy to be part of your group. I feel I'm at home. Actually, Bhakti Sangha is like a Vrindavan.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Dear devotees, so we can go one by one for realization, sharing our relations for Prabhu's summary. We can raise your hands. We all can raise your hands if you want. I see, yeah, Bhakti Sangha Japa group host, I see. Mataji?
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much for such a nice class. It was very, very interesting with your songs in between. And I really like how you described the three important places that Srila Prabhupada established the moment, Vrindavan, Mayapur, and Bombay, and also the different articles from the media. So how you analyze it, that was also very, very good. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you for taking your time out and talking so beautifully and also entertaining all of us and singing so nicely. Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna. I see one more hand raised. Radha Bhava Gaura Das Prabhuji, please go ahead.
May God bless you. May God bless you.
Hare Krishna.
Pranam to you. So there's a Prabhuji and all the Vaishnavas there and Vaishnavis. So a wonderful class. Took us very back to the early days of Shambhalis when we used to listen to you. Akroda Paramananda was one of our favorite songs along with you, chiming in on. And thanks for the wonderful small nectars of Srila Prabhupada that you connected. In fact, I was not aware of this German thing which you mentioned, saving a fire. I skipped it many times. I think I heard it a long time. So please do share more details of that if possible, even by. Yeah. Excellent. Please, I hope Amma is fine now, better, and we're all praying for her.
Better. And try to join our group. So such a wonderful group. Every day, so many lectures going on. I know you are so busy, but still, please connect. You will get the lectures every day. Please link yourself.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you for coming. Thanks for it.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So we have another hand raised from Anita Mataji. Anita Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for such a wonderful class. So we just started with the introduction of Prabhupada, how he's going. Then he told about Bhakti Devi, how she's with the conversation with Narada. And then you came with the flow of the Prabhupada Lilamrta, like how he served Mayapur, Vrindavan. It was very wonderful class, Prabhuji. Really relished. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
I should thank you. You only connected with the Japa Sangha, so I should thank you always.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Lord Shri Krishna. Only he was the one who is connecting everyone. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. We have one more hand raised from Bana Biharini Mataji. Please go ahead, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhu. So nice description of the Lord's pure devotees' pastimes, especially how tolerant Prabhupada was and how careful he was for all the money matters. And it was a good realization for us that we should all utilize all our time, money only for Krishna conscious services and not for any other purpose. Thank you, Prabhu. And very many new things were shared. Like I was also not aware of the Germany news thing, of the fire saving of the fire. Very nice. And Prabhupada and his devotees have not only saved, like they're already always saving us from the forest fire. So thank you so much.
Thank you for joining. Please join us. Wonderful. Thank you.
Mataji, we have one more hand raised from Anil Prabhuji. Please go ahead, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
And Prabhuji, Sukhakara Prabhuji is, I would say, exalted devotee, and he's very passionate about anything related to our beloved Srila Prabhupada. So every time a nectar flows in so many different forms, and his passion is really commendable. So much to learn from every devotee, and it's a wonderful listening to his class. Dandavat pranam to everybody. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.
Thanks for your blessing. You're coming as a blessing for me, Anil Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji. We have hand raised from Vinita Mataji. Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for coming on the call and doing the summary of the chapter from Lilamrta. It is very nice. You were singing in between and sharing your own realizations, and also how you covered a portion of Srila Prabhupada Lilamrta, how all the newspapers were printing about ISKCON, and it was very nice. And also how Srila Prabhupada was more towards the building in the temple in Mumbai and Vrindavan and Mayapur. He needs a lot of devotees to come over there and practice there. And you gave the importance of Vrindavan, how one should, what will happen if one live in Vrindavan. It was very, very nice to know about it. Thank you, Prabhuji. Your Kirtan is very nice. And as you said, if you communicate with the people with their own language, they will be more comfortable. They'll feel that, okay, this person is close to me. Yeah, that is very nice. And I've seen same with Guru Maharaj. When I met him, Guru Maharaj in first time in the Houston airport, he was like, Naramiru. First thing he's like, asked me which language you speak, and then he immediately spoke to me in Telugu, and he made me feel comfortable. So I see you are also following that. I'm so happy, Prabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for your association. Hari Bol.
Thank you for allowing me to come, and you gave me the chance. You're all my mothers. You and Shama Gauri Mataji are really my own mothers. So thank all of you. I'm always for serving you all. Prabhus.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for blessing all of us. Hare Krishna.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. We have, yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji. Okay, we have one more hand raised from Shama Gauri Mataji. Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Mataji, you are our captain. You are our captain.
No, Prabhuji, you gave such a beautiful class today. It's really, really wonderful singing songs in between and doing kirtan and telling nice stories, and it's like all lively pastimes of Srila Prabhupada. Very, very wonderful, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. We always like to hear from you, Prabhuji. Yeah, we always like your questions, and you always give nice insight of the classes. Very nice. Thank you so much.
Mala Ashirwad Paije.
Prabhuji, आम्हाला आशीर्वाद पाहिजे तुमचा. तुम्ही मोठे आहे. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. We have Pratibha Mataji. Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. And I wish all the devotees. And I just want to say in one sentence that all your session was full of ecstasy. And I felt that I was in Vrindavan, and I swear to that, like I was in Vrindavan now also. The ecstasy is full of like Lord Krishna, Radharani, and Srila Prabhupada's pastimes. And a lot of stuff are new for me, and I'm very new to ISKCON as of now. I've just joined recently. But thank you so much for the wonderful session. And we need a lot of Prabhus and Matas like you who will take us to Vrindavan, though we are not there, but still to the pastimes and telling. I am really glad I joined the class today. And I'm just happy that I met you and all of Prabhus and Matas here. And thank you so much for that. Please taking your, and I love your Kirtan a lot. Please share the types of, all the kind of tunes you have for Hare Krishna Mahamantra. It definitely we all need that. So thank you so much, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam.
Actually, Pratibha is like my daughter only, a very good devotee, and she's just new to the ISKCON, and so I told her to join our Sangha. Thank you, Mataji. Thanks for joining.
But thank you so much. Please keep on preaching, and your mantra, Hare Krishna mantra, is like really, really important to go to. I think to all the whole world. Like I have just heard it 2 times and it's going in my mind back head. So thank you so much for this.
That tune really that tune really moved me. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I'll send this tune. All of you learn it. You'll find it so wonderful.
Yeah. So Prabhuji, I think when you start your session, you should make everyone, recite with you once the mantra whenever in any session. That's best for everyone to learn also.
Next
Thank you.
next time I'll
Thank
actually
you
do
so
that.
much. Thank you so much. Then Pranam Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna,
Thank
dear.
all.
Yeah, please go ahead, Prabhu.
I should thank all Shama Gauri Mataji and Vinita Gandharvi Mataji. You are all the people. You are the pioneers. You are the foundation stone of Japa Sangha. No? So I want all of you to really bless me. Though I'm in age-wise, I'm elder, but I'm still son of all of you.
Thank you, Sukhakara Prabhu. You bless all of us, please. Thank you so much. Please be with us all the time, Sukhakara Krishna Prabhu. And please, now next is the Bhagavatam class. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. Hari Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Love you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
I also love all of you so
Thank you,
much.
Sukhakeshwar Prabhu, Koti Koti Dandat Pranam. Very, very inspiring class, especially all the bhajans. Dayal Nitai Chaitanya Bole, awesome South Indian bhajans, kirtans, and Hare Krishna tune. Yes, Prabhuji, that Mataji told that before start Sisi Bhagavatam, do 1 second or 1 minute kirtan ma Prabhuji. Hari Hari Gauranga Danvat.
You want me to do one more song or you're late? You want me to
Yes,
sing one
Prabhu,
song?
if you have time. Yes, Prabhu, please go ahead, Prabhu.
For Japa Sangha, I got always time. I will never say no. Oh, mera maike hai. I'm staying in my in-laws place. That is my maike. It's a Vrindavan song. I liked it so much because after the Rasa Leela, when they lost Krishna, they all singing this song. Kanhaiya, Kanhaiya, Pukara karenge, लताओं में ब्रिज की गुजारा करेंगे, कहीं तो मिलेंगे वो बाके बिहारी, उन्हीं के चरण चित लगाया करेंगे, कन्हैया कन्हैया पुकारा करेंगे, लताओं में ब्रिज की गुजारा करेंगे, बनाकर हृदय में हम प्रेम मंदिर, बनाकर हृदय में हम प्रेम मंदिर, वही उनको झूला झुलाया करेंगे, वही उनको झूला झुलाया करेंगे, कन्हैया कन्हैया पुकारा करेंगे, लताओं में ब्रिज की गुजारा करेंगे, उन्हें हम बिठाएंगे आंखों में दिल में, उन्हें हम बिठाएंगे आंखों में दिल में, उन्हीं से सदा लो लगाया करेंगे, उन्हीं से सदा लो लगाया करेंगे, कन्हैया कन्हैया पुकारा करेंगे, लताओं में ब्रिज की गुजारा करेंगे, जो रूठेंगे हमसे वो बाके बिहारी, जो रूठेंगे हमसे वो बाके बिहारी, चरण को पकड़ हम मनाया करेंगे, चरण को पकड़ हम मनाया करेंगे, कन्हैया कन्हैया पुकारा करेंगे, लताओं में ब्रज की गुजारा करेंगे। उन्हें प्रेम डोरी से हम बांध लेंगे, उन्हें प्रेम डोरी से हम बांध लेंगे, तो फिर वो कहाँ भाग जाया करेंगे, तो फिर वो कहाँ भाग जाया करेंगे। कन्हैया कन्हैया पुकारा करेंगे, लताओं में तुझी गुजारा करेंगे। उन्होंने छुड़ाए थे गज के वो बंधन, उन्होंने छुड़ाए थे गज के वो बंधन, वही मेरे संकट मिटाया करेंगे, वही मेरे संकट मिटाया करेंगे। कन्हैया कन्हैया पुकारा करेंगे, लताओं में ब्रज की गुजारा करेंगे। उन्होंने नचाया था ब्रह्मांड सारा, उन्होंने नचाया था ब्रह्मांड सारा, मगर अब उन्हें हम नचाया करेंगे, मगर अब उन्हें हम नचाया करेंगे। कन्हैया कन्हैया पुकारा करेंगे, लताओं में ब्रज की गुजारा करेंगे। भजेंगे जहाँ प्रेम से नंद नंदन, भजेंगे जहाँ प्रेम से नंद नंदन, कन्हैया छवि को दिखाया करेंगे, कन्हैया छवि को दिखाया करेंगे। कन्हैया कन्हैया पुकारा करेंगे, लताओं में ब्रज की गुजारा करेंगे। कहीं तो मिलेंगे वो बाके बिहारी, उन्हीं के चरण चित लगाया करेंगे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. If you tell me to sing, I'll sing for the whole day and night. I'm only with song.
It's beautiful.
Guru
Hare
Maharaj
Krishna
ki jai,
Prabhuji,
Prabhupada ki jai.
Dandavat Pranam, very wonderful bhajan. It's so
Amazing.
nice.
One more song you want? One more song on? You're late or what? Can you sing one more song?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think one.
Last song.
Everybody is ready. Yeah.
ये प्रभु मुझे बता दो, ये प्रभु मुझे बता दो, चरणों में कैसे आऊं, माया के बंधनों से, माया के बंधनों से छुटकार कैसे पाऊं, ये प्रभु मुझे बता दो, ये प्रभु बता दो। न जान कोई पूजन, अज्ञानी हूँ मैं भगवन, न जानू कोई पूजन, अज्ञानी हूँ मैं भगवन। करुणा कृपा दयालु, करुणा कृपा दयालु, बंधन से छूट जाऊं, ये प्रभु मुझे बता दो, ये प्रभु मुझे बता दो। मैं हूँ पतित स्वामी, तुम हो पतित पावन, मैं हूँ पतित स्वामी, तुम हो पतित पावन। अवगुण भरा हृदय, अवगुण भरा हृदय, इसके से मैं दिखाऊं, हे प्रभु मुझे बता दो, हे प्रभु मुझे बता दो, अच्छा हूँ या बुरा हूँ, जैसा भी हूँ तुम्हारा, अच्छा हूँ या बुरा हूँ, जैसा भी हूँ तुम्हारा, ठुकरावो ना मुझे अब, ठुकरावो ना मुझे अब, चरणों में सिर झुकाऊं, प्रभु मुझे बता दो, हे प्रभु मुझे बता दो, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। मैं आपको बहुत बोर कर दिया, सॉरी।
No, Prabhu, not at all.
Good. It's
Bol,
Nice,
Hari
very
Bol.
nice.
Good singing,
Prabhu,
Hari Bol. Thank you, Prabhuji.
thank you so
माता जी,
much,
सब
Prabhuji.
लोग को धन्यवाद।
Thank
आप
you,
लोग ने
Prabhuji.
पेशेंटली सुना, इसलिए
Wonderful
आपको
bhajan, Prabhu. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hare
Thank you so much,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna, Danvat Pranam, Prabhuji.
Hari
Wonderful
Bol.
bhajan and
Danvat
class. Thank
pranam to
you.
all
Radhe
Vaishnavas.
संबंधी अस्कम, मैं संबंधी अस्कम, रंगराज प्रभु, हरे कृष्णा, स्वागत हो प्रभु। छुपा रुस्तम, आपको देख नहीं
Hare
पाया
Krishna
मैं।
Prabhuji. That was very wonderful class and excellent singing. It
All
was
your
excellent,
blessings,
Prabhu. I
और
love
मैं बड़ा
that.
भैया, आप बड़ा भाई हो,
Hare
मैं
Krishna
आपका
Prabhu.
दास।
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
This group is so good, Prabhu. All of you should join, not only for today. Every day you should come. This is really
No,
Vaikuntha
I
group.
log in from the YouTube, Prabhu. Normally I'm in
I
the
know.
YouTube. I log in from there.
I know you are joining. But I want Pratibha to join. Everybody to join. Who has come today, they should be a permanent member. Yes.
Prabhuji, I want to say it's not our patient. It's like it's a nectar you're giving to us of Maha Mantra. So we should be having listening to, and I can listen to it endlessly. Like yes, to the stories and
Thank you,
Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Danvat
Prabhuji.
pranam.
Wonderful,
Krishna, Krishna,
wonderful.
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Hare Ram,
Thank
Hare
you.
Ram.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, once again for this wonderful nectarian class. And with all your
Shyama
bhajans,
Suprema.
it became so much nectarian, Prabhu. So once again, I'm very thankful to you, Prabhu. With this, I would like to pay my obeisances to you and all the devotees on the call. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha
Patitanam Vaishnavebhyo Namo
Koti
Namo.
Vaishnav Vrinda ki
Jai
jai, Nama
Jai.
Haridas
Raj
Thakur
Thakur
ki
ki
jai,
jai.
Prabhupada ki jai,
Jai.
Prabhupada
Jai.
Lilamrta ki
Jai.
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 His
Guru Maharaj
Grace
ki jai.
Sukhakara Das Krishna
Sukhakar
Das Prabhu ji ki
Jai.
jai. Thank you so
Jai.
much,
Jai,
Thank you
Prabhuji.
Jai
very
Prabhupada.
much. Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
so much,
Danvat
Jai.
Prabhuji.
pranam.
Jai.
Prabhuji,
Thank you,
Danvat
Prabhuji.
Pranam. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare
Thank you everyone
Krishna.
for joining today's class. We'll meet Srimad Bhagavatam tomorrow. Hari Bol.
Hare
Gauranga.
Krishna.
Gauranga.
Gauranga.
Nityananda.